I have spent more than 60 hours playing ELEX, and during that time I experienced a lot of good things and bad things. Good things mainly being the RPG aspects of the game, which were so well done. Every choice I made counted for something, every quest I took, I was able to finish it in so many ways, and the story itself gave me something different. Now, with all the good things I got from this game, it also gave me problems, mainly with the technical aspects like animations and combat, which sometimes ruin the difficulty and the overall immersion of it. A perfect example of that are weapons early in the game, and even in the late stages. You will find a plasma weapon that can destroy anything, but on the other hand you will have a sword or an axe that does damage but not as close as that certain plasma weapon. Meanwhile, some laser weapons shoot peanuts, while swords will be better to use. Now, the other thing is combat. It can be either really difficult or really easy. Sometimes monsters will attack in a strange pattern, a pattern you don't see in video games, and will do a lot of damage. Now, I have nothing against hard games, I welcome them, but it's one thing for a game to be hard, it's another thing that a game is not fair and doesn't give you a chance to defend yourself or attack. On a whole different spectrum, we will have enemies that will just stand in place and let you attack them and will be easy to kill. These are some of the things that bother me, but they can be fixed. Now, combat was never a strong suit when we think about PiranhaBytes. Their major strength is in world design. If someone can create an amazing open world design, it's them. If you play their earlier games like Gothic and Risen, you will get the same feeling in the first 5 minutes of playing ELEX. How you pick up plants, interact with NPCs, it all represents PiranhaBytes and their style, and that's good. The thing I also love is the map. Being handmade, the map offers 4 areas for you to explore, all a part of a huge world. The combination of old and new is amazing, and the engine makes it a beautiful game, where sometimes you will just stop and look at the scenery. Now, ELEX represents a fresh start, a new series for a veteran RPG developer. ELEX does have a future. It made me curious about the story and the lore, and even though it's simple, it's complicated in its own way, story-wise, and it can only be expanded from here. A good thing is that they're patching ELEX on a daily basis. A new patch has just been released and it fixed a lot of issues. Now again, there are some core issues that need to be addressed, and hopefully they will be in the future, in the form of ELEX 2. Keep the things that are good, work on the things that are bad. It's a simple formula that a studio needs to follow if they want more people playing their games. A lot of people I know wanted to play it, but it was so hard to decide if they're going to spend their money on it. My reviews helped and I was happy when people liked it, but some didn't, and I can understand why. It's not an easy game to love. But with all its flaws, this is an RPG you should play. Wait for a sale if you don't want to pay the full price. It will give you at least 40 to 50 hours of fun, but don't expect for this game to hold your hand, because it won't. It takes a while to get used to it, but you will eventually. Now, when it comes to characters you meet, some of them will be interesting and it's good listening to what they have to say, because dialogue can be really good sometimes. Jack is also a decent character. He's not as deep as Geralt of Rivia, for example, and for a lot of people he can be a bit stiff. But some of his personality traits can be explained by his backstory. Being an alb, not having emotions, but having more depth is not going to hurt, just because you bond with the character even more. Because every character needs to have a set of rules of how he's going to react in each situation, because every human has them. That is who we are. My best explanation is that ELEX is a promising game. Not only on paper, the execution of some elements was really good, while in some it wasn't and ultimately alienated a lot of people from the game, but as I said, it does have a future where all of those bad elements are fixed and we get a sequel worthy of its name. If you want a full review, I left you a link down below, also subscribe for more ELEX videos. This was my second review of the current state of the game, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, so fire away! This is LastKnownMeal signing out, and stay classy everyone, bye bye.